Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. Well, I got another review video for you today. Mubview was kind enough to send me out their security camera to review. Now, what makes this one special is it is pretty much wire-free. It has a solar panel on it and a Wi-Fi connection, so you don't really have to have any wires. You literally just screw this thing up and it works. You could even screw it to a tree in the middle of your backyard and it would work. So let's get this thing unboxed real quick and then we'll get out there and install it somewhere and check out the app and see how good the video quality is. Alright, so before we bust this thing open, let's check out some of the details here. We got live view through the app, instant notifications, two-way audio. Of course, it's weather resistant because it's made to live outside. Colored night vision, PIR motion detection, multi-user sharing, area customization. We do have the instruction manual here. Of course we don't need that. 2-year warranty, not bad. Is actually a pretty good deal on a budget product. And I actually do consider this a budget product, so it'll be interesting to see how good it is for the price and that it comes with a solar panel. It's actually very reasonably priced. So here is your instruction manual. It's actually pretty good, full color. So of course we don't need to read that because we're a man. So here is your solar panel. It's telling you here you want to be sure to install it facing the sun. That's pretty obvious for a solar panel, but hey, sometimes people need that. So we got an accessory packet here. This is going to be our wall mount with the screws and everything we need to mount it to the wall. And here's some more mounting accessories. And there is what the camera looks like. Of course, it'll be hanging like this whenever you install it. So you got your Wi-Fi antennas here. And you got your PTZ camera. It can move left and right and up and down. Here is another bracket. Feels like I should install that just like that. Again, I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but looks like it's pretty good that way to me. And then it does come with a USB-C cable to charge it with. Now, there is a charge port back here, and you're going to want to charge it all the way before you install it outside and rely on the solar panel. So now that we got everything unboxed here, I'm going to go ahead and scan this barcode and download the Android version of this app. That Mubview shows right up. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. I'm just gonna keep y'all here on a screen share. So I don't have an account, so I'm gonna have to sign up now. I don't know what it means by nickname. Is it a nickname like Crazy Postman? Or does it mean nickname like the location of the house or the camera? I'm gonna put Crazy Postman in here. So now we need to obviously add a device. Okay, we're gonna say add a new device. Floodlight camera. I guess we got a battery camera. Hold the device power button to start the device. So I think that's underneath this little cover here. Oh. Okay, I got a red flashing light here. If y'all can see that, red flashing light. Let's go ahead and hit next. Hold the device reset button for 4 to 5 seconds. Wait for red indicator light. Select a 2.4 gig Wi-Fi network. Please remove all film from the lenses. Tap next to show QR code. Let your device scan the QR code. We're going to say next. All right, add successful. Getting video stream. There you go. Wi-Fi signal is strong. Current place is good. You can install the camera. So I could install the camera right here in the studio. Imagine that. But I think we're going to do this outside. I keep getting notifications. Basic cloud storage. After opening, get 6 seconds of cloud storage video for free. I guess just turning that switch on is what does it. So it's upside down because the camera is sitting upside down right now. So let's see if we can turn on the light. That's actually very bright. Hello. Hello. I don't know if y'all hear that. It's actually very fast. This is actually coming through very fast. Like a half-second delay maybe. That is much better than my Blink security camera, I'll tell you right now. Can I zoom in? Oh my gosh! That is horribly scary. Oh wow. Let's zoom back out of that. Alright, so that's enough fooling around. Let's go install this thing outside and see how well it works. I'm thinking maybe over here in this corner, because I don't think either one of these are working right now. So I could get rid of both of those cameras and replace it with this one. Or I still need to get rid of those. Or I could put it over here on this corner of the house, and then I could kind of see the front yard as well. You think that would help me out maybe if I put it there on this corner of the house? I could see the whole front yard, and I could still see the driveway with the car in it. It keeps unlocking and locking because I'm standing here with the key in my pocket. I think I got everything I need to start putting it up here on the house. I got the bracket that goes onto the wall, and I got the camera here, and I know how the camera attaches to the bracket, so righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Here we go. This is not the ideal location for the solar panel, so keep that in mind. In winter, this tree is going to block the afternoon sun, and it's just not ideal here, so I'll have to monitor the battery situation. All right, so that is rock solid. Let's go ahead and get the camera mounted up there and see what it looks like. And these antennas really aren't going to matter. I mean, just out of the way of the picture, because my router is just right inside the house. Oh no, I forgot to power it up. Where is the... Okay, the power is underneath here. Get down from here before I hurt myself. And now we're going to go into the app and see if I can see what it looks like from the app. So you might notice I haven't installed the solar panel yet, but that's fine because the camera has a built-in battery. So let's go ahead and log into the app here. So what do you think? This is what the camera quality looks like. This is on QHD, and it's zoomed in a little. So you can zoom out and you can see the full frame of the picture, or we can zoom in. Let's see. There I am. So that's zoomed in, and this is zoomed out. Not bad. Is this one still tracking me? This one's still tracking me. So I don't know. Let's see how much of the yard I can see. Wow, that's pretty good. I can see a lot of the yard from here. This is definitely going to be one of the directions that it stays facing. And then I'm also going to have a direction that's pointed towards the car. Before we start messing with all that, let's go ahead and get the solar panel up there, because this seems like it's going to work out pretty good. So now that we know this is going to work, let's go get the solar panel. Put the screwdriver in my hand. All right, here we go. So I kind of have this little design flaw here. So I wonder if I can use the solar panel to cover that up. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it's super permanently installed. It's only 3 screws. So I'm just going to attach it right here and kind of roughly aim it, and then we'll see how it goes over the next few days. I don't have too much experience with this. I've just barely put the first one up, but from what I've seen, it's a very good quality. Even though Mubview sent me this one for free, I'm actually considering buying a few more with my own money and replacing all the cameras around my house. I mean, why not? Of course, I'm gonna try this for a few days and just make sure how it goes, and I'm gonna share that with y'all. But I'm really considering purchasing this as my full camera system setup. And now I'm gonna do the old blind reach around. My fingers are kind of starting to get numb because it's so cold out here. Oh, I found the hole. Don't look too close. Kind of, when you look at my install, kind of just squint a little bit. But for the most part, I think we're done. Hopefully I did a good job. I'm thinking I did. I mean, looks okay. Of all my work I've done, I give it a good solid 7 out of 10. Device name. Let's call it. We are set to receive notifications. I renamed it to driveway front yard alarm management. So we have different levels of sensitivity. We're gonna try 6 for a while. We'll see if I get a lot of crazy alerts or how that's working. Automatic sensitivity correction, interesting. Power saving mode. The length of video clips does not exceed 10 seconds. Humanoid detection is enabled by default. Performance mode means humanoid detection is enabled by default, and the recording time is automatically extended. It's set to custom mode, so let's see what that means. Day and night humanoid detection. So it only goes off for humans. It won't go off for pets, vehicles. Well, what if the human brings the package? Dun dun dun. I'm okay with those settings. We'll just leave it there for now. Alert plan only triggers during a certain time period. That's good. Humanoid alarm area. I see. I could, okay. We'll just leave it on everywhere, and we'll just watch this for now. We'll see how it works. Image settings. Anti-flickering, so we need 60 Hertz for North America here. Let's just leave it on intelligent for now. We'll try this out in the dark. Video encryption. I mean, this is on the outside of my house, so I'm not too worried if somebody can tap into this. But if I had an indoor camera, maybe I would use encryption. So you can see your statistics. can't click on anything else, but yeah, you can see I have a 100% Wi-Fi signal and a 100% battery. Cloud storage services. Again, I just have basic cloud storage. For the cloud, I think I get 6 seconds for free. So each one of these little clips is probably 6 seconds. That's when I was filming. Automatically goes up to the next one.
Here I am out in the yard. The camera quality looks like this is on QHD and zoomed in a little. And this is zoomed out.
This was just when I was messing with it after I installed it.
But before we start messing with all that, let's go ahead and get the solar panel up.
This is pretty fun. So this is a live view again. Oh, I didn't know this turns. Siren, audio warning, and strobe light. Trying to get these files off this camera is pretty hard. So I'm trying to download the file off the SD card for this clip right here that shows me walking past the camera. Okay, you can see it just fine here. Just me lazily walking down the sidewalk. Okay, so the way you do that is you have to go select this clip and then hit record. And then it starts playing and it records that clip. And then you have to hit record again, I guess, when you want it to stop recording. After I turn around and look at the camera, we will stop it. Okay, I stopped it. And you can see that I have this video down here, down in my album now. So I come to the album, and if I want to play it, that's just a really weird process. I mean, why can't I just download that file straight to my phone? Why do I have to hit the record button? And it makes me feel like I'm just screen recording the app, like I am doing now talking to you. Why can't I have that file? Here's what I want to be able to do. Go to alerts, and you can zoom in so you can see the individual alerts here. Why can't I click on this alert and just get that video? Like long press on it and say download. I want to just download that clip. Why do I have to hit this stupid record button and screen record it? And also I found on the cloud version, it doesn't store as high of a quality. The picture is not as clear. So obviously on the cloud version, it stores the SD version instead of the QHD version. I mean, I can't complain too much because this is free cloud storage. So if I record it off of the cloud, I think it records the crappier version. I mean, it's useful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'd rather have the SD version than no version. But this app is just kind of clunky. It could use some polishing. Album. So here's the difference here. This is the HD version. and this is the cloud version. Big difference. Okay, so I'm screen recording and filming the screen at the same time. We're in a little paradox here. So let's see what happens if I hit this siren button. Now the thing's up there on the house. This siren is loud, may disturb your neighbor. That's hilarious. It's like a low quality recording of a police siren. It's like a police siren. Listen. That is funny. Alright, so I guess we'll have to wait for nighttime to try out these other things. It's almost there. The sun has set back there over the horizon, but still too bright. I want to wait for full-on night, and we're going to see what happens here with this thing. Alright, so I'm standing here on my porch, and it's basically complete darkness. This camera can just pick up a little bit of light in the sky from the city, but it is completely dark here, just city lights and street lights. So we're going to test this camera. The first test is going to be in black and white only mode, and we're going to see what it looks like in black and white only mode. Now that should have just black and white with the IR cameras. There's no real light in real life. If I'm saying that clearly, there's no light in real life. You can't see it with your naked eyes, just on camera. So here we go. Wow. Got the notification real quick. Editor Crazy Postman here. I still don't like the way you have to get these clips off the camera. On this clip in particular, on the recorded version and the cloud version, when I'm watching it on my phone, you can see me instantly get off the porch and start walking. But when I try to record it to export it off the phone, like for this video, it seems like I missed the first second or two, because you have to play the clip and then hit the record button, and you always miss the first little bit at the beginning. And especially if the only thing you have is the cloud version and it's only 7 seconds long, if you miss the first 1 or 2 seconds of the video, that's a pretty good chunk of the video. So that's the end of my rant. Let's get back into this review. That was the black and white mode. Let me change the app setting here. So it was in black and white vision. We'll change to intelligent vision and see what happens. Okay, it says successful. So we're going to do the same slow walk down the sidewalk. Oh, it's a spotlight now. It lit up my whole yard. It's very bright. So you can see the whole yard lit up with a spotlight. So we'll walk back the same way. Yep, it lit up again. So that is a visible spotlight. You can see it lit my whole yard up there. So now we'll change settings to full color night vision and see what full color night vision does. So now we're going to try full color night vision. And it's the same. It just lights up with a really bright LED, and it lights up the whole area. Just like that. I think I want to leave it on black and white only mode, because I don't necessarily want everybody to know I have a camera there. I want it to be more stealthy, if that makes sense. So I'll put it on black and white only mode. So there's a live view right now. I think I wanted to try audio warning and strobe light. What does this consist of? We're going to do it at 50% because I don't know exactly what the alarm is. So we're going to try this out. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. It's supposed to do some kind of light and some kind of alarm when it sees my motion. Oh, it does the police alarm. It does the police alarm. I think that is so cheesy. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely turning that off. My sister has a camera. It like whistles at you. It's like to let you know it's recording, but that literally plays the alarm. That is funny. I almost dropped my phone. So this review is getting a little out of control on the length side, so let's try to wrap this up. Let me let you know my likes and dislikes about this camera. The number one like I have is the price. It's listed currently on Amazon for $69.99 with a $5 coupon. That seems like a great price for this camera. A Wi-Fi camera with solar power and free cloud storage, even though it's only 6 seconds. That still seems like a pretty good deal to me. So that is my number one like, the price. Number two is no wiring. The installation is literally, you just screw the mount to something, put up the solar panel, and you're done. Gone are the days of having to crawl through your attic and run wires all over your house. I am so glad I don't have to do that anymore. Number three is the notification speed. It is dang near instant on your phone. It is way faster than my Blink security system. Number four is it has a pretty good picture. There's definitely better pictures out there, but this one's not bad for what it is. If you put it on the high quality setting, it looks pretty good. And finally, the number five thing I have is the free cloud. I kind of mentioned that earlier. It is only 7 seconds, but it's free. And you don't have to upgrade it. You can upgrade it and get better cloud services, but you don't have to. It comes included for the $69.99 price. And now it's time for the dislikes. And before I get into the dislikes, I want to say that I overall like this camera. These dislikes aren't really a big deal. I think I'm going to switch over my security cameras to all Mubview cameras like this one. Now for my dislikes. Number one is the app is kind of buggy. I've already talked about how I don't like how you save the video, and I have had the app crash a few times and I've had to restart it. But other than that, just overall, my number one dislike is probably the app. It just needs a little bit of work. Number two kind of involves the app as well. Some other cameras, they track people and it will move the camera as the people are walking across your yard. I think that's a really cool option, and I didn't see it, at least in the free version that I'm using. I don't know if you can pay for that, but in the app as it is, like I have it, you don't have that option. Number three, I have as no presets. And what I mean by that is instead of manually having to move the camera to look at the other side of the yard, it would be nice to have 2 or 3 presets where your camera is pre-programmed to move automatically. So I could say preset 1 is my front yard. I could hit it and it automatically goes to where it's supposed to go to see my front yard. Preset 2 is my driveway. It turns the other way automatically. So that's what I mean by that. There's no pan tilt presets. You kind of just have to do it manually. So number 4, we'll just say I don't like the alarm because I said earlier it sounds kind of cheesy, like a poor recording of a police car going down the road. So that's number 4. I don't really like that alarm. Number 5 is the 7-second limit on the free cloud storage. I really wish they would bump that up to 10 because 7 is kind of short. But other than that, that's all my dislikes. So I appreciate y'all watching this video and sticking out this long. Holy crap, I didn't mean it to get this long. I'm sorry, guys. I get carried away in all my reviews. Y'all know that. But I really appreciate you watching till the end, and I will see y'all in the next one.